Samantha, welcome back. We missed you so much last week. We send you all of our love. If we could just never have you not here with us again, that would be my favorite thing.
Hi, David. I'm so glad to be back and to be working out with you all again today. I hope that you all can see me. Oh, there we are. All right. So thanks for having us back, David. And I heard that last week went really well. So I'm excited to be back working out with you guys again. And hopefully we'll have a good time today.
I already know that we will. I am going to get myself out of here because I'm not an expert. But you guys know that towards the end of the hour, I'll probably pop back in and do a little yoga with you. Let me give you guys the floor, though.
All right, everyone. So welcome back to another week of Clemson Snap Education Workout. I am so excited to be back with you all, and I hope you're ready. As per usual, the first thing that we're going to start with is finding our proper position in the chair, making sure that our posture is all right, because if you haven't been here before, just know that if you're doing your exercises without proper posture, you're going to hurt yourself. That's just a fact. So here we are again. We're going to find a proper posture. We're going to go ahead and do some breathing exercises, make sure that we're set up with that. And then, of course, we're going to do some chair yoga. I'll do a couple moves standing just to kind of give you some variety. And we're going to go into some light cardio, end it off with a little bit of yoga and breathing. And then David will come in and we'll be done for the day. Or we'll go on to whatever else David wants to do. Who knows? It's his show. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find our proper posture, our proper seated, our neutral spine exercise. Y'all, I'm just coming back. Give me a minute. So we're going to go ahead and find our neutral spine position. All right. Now, what that really means for those of you who are new is essentially, again, just making sure that we find our proper seated, our proper posture, making sure that we're sitting up straight, that our heart is over our pelvis, that our head is over our heart. Because when we're doing that, and make sure, again, that we're keeping that proper posture, that we're reducing our chances for back pain, that we are reducing our chances for neck pain, and that ultimately that we are increasing our chances for being able to sit comfortably on those long car rides or at little pee-wee sports, or when we're sitting on the couch and we need to get up without doing the death flop. So we kind of walk over to the couch and flop on down. When you have proper posture, it creates less pain for you. And so you're able to get up and down and do the things that you need to do on a daily basis. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, neutral spine exercise. So we're going to go ahead and sit up as straight as possible. We're going to put our hands on our hips and we're just going to start rocking back and forth. All right, so we're just going to start rocking back and forth doing our neutral spine exercise. All right, now you'll notice that as you're trying to find your proper position, that when you lean too far forward, it's a little uncomfortable. And when you lean too far back, it's also kind of uncomfortable. And you can feel the strain on your neck. So what you want to do is find the middle ground in between the two, all right? That's where your pelvic bone is sitting right there in your chair. So we're going to go ahead and lean forward. You'll notice it's uncomfortable. And lean back. Again, it's uncomfortable, and we're putting that strain on our shoulders and our neck. So we're going to go ahead, rock, and when you find the position, that middle ground between leaning forward and leaning backwards, that's when you'll know that you found the proper position, all right? So go ahead and do that just a couple more times, just to make sure that you know where you're going. It's all about the journey, not the destination. So now that we found our proper position, let's make sure that our heart is over our pelvis, all right? Now your pelvis is kind of like a little bowl and it's gonna catch your heart, all right? So make sure that your heart is directly over your pelvis. Yes, sir, we are finding our position today, making sure that we are sitting up straight and taking care of our posture. Good posture is good for quite a few things. And then we're gonna go ahead and make sure our head is over our heart, all right? So we're not slouching down, we're not sitting too far back, we're not like this in the chair, hoping that I'll stop talking soon. It's not happening. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that our pelvis, we're right there in the middle, we're sitting right there flat on the chair. We're gonna make sure our heart is over our pelvis. And then of course, we're gonna make sure our head is over our heart, okay? And release that tension, shake those arms out, release that tension, release that stress. It's all good, baby. It is all good today. So go ahead and release that tension, shake it out, wiggle your fingers, give me some jazz hands here. Just relax, 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 relax. It's all good here. All right, so first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and jump into our breathing exercises. Now that we've got our posture set up, we're gonna be able to breathe in deeply without straining too much, because when you're slouching and you try to breathe in deep, it's very uncomfortable. So make sure that you found your proper posture with us. Heart over pelvis, head over heart. We're gonna go ahead and start with just breathing in and out so in through our nose and out through our mouth. All right, so we're gonna do that first and foremost, just starting with some beginner breathing exercises, nothing too extensive. All right, so give me a deep one. Give me a deep one. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Here we go. All right, let's do 4 more of those. Give me some deep ones though, because we are relaxing from the tension. It's a Wednesday, all right? We just had 2 extra days of hot mess and nonsense. We're releasing that. So let's go ahead and do 4 more of those. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. 3 more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And give me some deep ones. I want to be able to hear that breath coming out of your mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, 1 more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, great job, guys. Go ahead and shake those arms out, release that tension. You shouldn't feel a stiffness in your shoulders, all right? Unless you slept on them wrong, but we'll work that out today. All right, so the next breathing exercise we're gonna do is our diaphragmatic breathing, all right? So we're gonna breathe into our diaphragm. Now, when we're doing this, we want to expand our lungs and not our stomach, okay? We want our stomach to stay the same. We need our lungs to expand because that's really where your diaphragm is, all right? Right about here. It's okay if you can't spell that, David. We'll get you next time. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is we're going to expand our lungs. Keep your stomach the same, all right? If you need to tighten your tummy muscles a little, just to remind yourself, like, don't puff out your tummy like you just got through eating Thanksgiving dinner, then that's okay. Tighten those tummy muscles just a little bit. The main thing you want to do is expand your lungs because that's really where we're practicing that breathing. That's really where we're taking in that oxygen. And that's really where we're going to start to feel that relaxation, all right? So go ahead and you want to feel your lungs expand and then release. All right, you'll notice your shoulders kind of rising and falling as you're doing it. So we're gonna do that 5 whole times. All right, so let's begin. We're gonna breathe in through our nose, feel our lungs expand, keep your tummy the same. If you need to tighten those muscles, do it. And then we're gonna exhale, all right? So 5 times. Here we go. Number 1, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, I believe we got 2 more times. So in through the nose, feel those lungs expand as wide as you can, and out through the mouth. All right, one more time, one more time. Give me a real good deep one. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. All right, great job, guys. Great job, guys. So 1 more breathing exercise, okay? Now, just like on the very first week, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a sort of a full body experience. So if you are comfortable, then feel free to close your eyes. If not, then feel free to keep them open. That's perfectly fine. What we're going to be doing today is sort of like visualization practice, okay? So when we breathe in through our nose, we're going to be breathing in peace. We're going to be breathing in a sense of calmness. We're going to be breathing in a sense of tranquility. And when we breathe out, we're going to be breathing out and pushing out anything that's been stressing us, okay? Anything that's been frustrating us, anything that has been driving us nuts. If it's the kids, if it's your husband, wife, sister, cousin, aunties, grandmama, go ahead and breathe them out. We're not keeping any of that in today, okay? So we're gonna breathe in peace, tranquility. If you're a spiritual person, whatever spirituality, religion you follow, go ahead and breathe in whatever peace, tranquility that is related to that. And then breathe out whatever frustration, sins, whatever the case may be out, all right? We're exchanging, you're visualizing goodness coming in, and we are visualizing nonsense and foolishness going out, baby. That's what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and do that 5 times. And we're going to take some deep breaths. And you can kind of imagine almost like maybe a blue light coming in, peace, tranquility, positivity, and a red light, negativity, foolishness, all that nonsense going out. All right. So you're filled with red. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in the blue and you're pushing out the red. All right. This is really great for your imagination. You're going to focus on that. So not the cars, not the TV, not the nothing else, not the cell phone. We're going to be focusing on those 2 colors. So breathe in blue, positivity, tranquility, peace. Breathe out negativity and push out hard if you're real stressed, all right? So let's begin. So we're gonna do this 5 times. Breathe in through your nose, blue light. Breathe out through your mouth, red light. All right, let's do it. Breathe in real deep. Feel those lungs expand. And breathe out, push hard. All right. So right now we're gonna breathe in some peace. Push out worry. Not dealing with it right now. Right now, it's not our problem. Breathe in calm. Push out negativity. It's not in our zone right now. We're not dealing with it. Oop, not a problem. All right, 3 more. Breathe in tranquility. Push out frustration. All right. 1 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, great job, guys. Great job, great job, great job. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is jump right into our mountain pose, which of course, if you've been here with us for the past several weeks now, I mean, we've been going pretty strong. Thank you, David and Chris. So for the past few weeks now, we have been doing our chair workouts as well as our cardio. And the first thing we're gonna jump into is mountain pose. So go ahead, find that proper posture. Make sure you're in the middle, not too forward, not too far back. Head over pelvis, head over pelvis, and I'm pointing to my chest over, heart over pelvis, and your head over your heart, all right? That is your anatomy. So you have like 2 lessons in 1 today. And we're gonna go ahead and start with our mountain pose, okay? And with our mountain pose, we're just going to go ahead and bend forward, bring our face forward because we don't want our head down because that's gonna put strain on the back of our neck and we don't want that pain, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and gently bring our face forward. And then we're just gonna come up. And that's where we're gonna start to feel that stretch in our back. And again, you wanna bend at the hips. You don't want to bend at your lower back because again, we're not trying to cause that stress and strain, okay? We're gonna keep our spine as straight as possible until we come up out of it. And we just wanna bend at the hips, okay? So not up here, down here, right at your hips. And we're gonna do that 5 times, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and take it down for 1. Bring your face forward, all right? We're not trying to put that strain on our neck. All right, and then bring it on back up. All right, that's 1, that's 1. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring it down for number 2. Keep that face forward. I should be seeing those eyes on me. And then we're gonna bring it back up. All right, great job, great job. 3 more. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring it down for another one. Bend at the hips, bend at your waist. Not putting that strain on our lower back. She doesn't deserve that. All right, then I'm gonna bring it back up. And I'm gonna scoot my chair back just a wee bit. All right, now we're gonna bring it down for number 4. All right, and then bring it back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. All right, and then last one, number 5. Let's go ahead and take it down nice and easy, nice and easy. And then bring it back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Great job, guys. So that was 5 of those mountain poses. Now the next one we're gonna go into is sun salutations. Now Leah's gonna go ahead and stay seated, but I'm gonna go ahead and stand for this one just to give you again some variations, some options. All right. So I'm gonna scooch that onto the side. And with sun salutations, we're just gonna go ahead and greet the day. Whatever comes, we're just gonna go ahead and greet it. We're gonna run straight forward and we're gonna handle it like champions, all right? So here we go with our sun salutations. For demonstrations, we are just going to place our hands on our thighs. We'll bring them up towards the sky. We'll place our hands into prayer position, bring them back in front of our chest, open them wide for whatever we're about to receive, and then pull them to our sides, all right? So no biggie, super duper easy. So here we go. We're gonna do that 5 times, okay? 5 times for sun salutations. Leah's in the seated modified version where you don't have to get out of your chair. And I'm in the standing version. So here we go for number 1. Hands on our thighs. And we're just gonna bring it on up to the sky. Stretch those arms if you want to. Wiggle your fingers. Go ahead and bring them into prayer pose. Placing your hands together and then bringing them back in front of your heart. Go ahead and open wide for any positivity you're going to receive today, and then pull that bad boy close to you because we're claiming it. No matter what happens in today, we're claiming good things. All right, that's number 1. Let's go up for number 2. Prayer pose. Back down in front of our chest. Open wide for some goodness. And then pull it on down close to you. That's ours. All right, that's number 2. Going up for number 3. Coming into prayer pose. Back in front of our chest. Open wide for that positivity, those blessings, those good vibes, and pull them on close to you. All right, going up for number 4. Prayer pose. To the heart, because we mean it. Go ahead and open up wide for them. And then pull them down to your side. All right, now we're going in for number 5. Last one, make it a real good one. Go ahead and reach up towards the sky. Stretch those arms up towards the sky. Bring those hands together in a prayer pose. Pull them down in front of your chest. And then open up wide, open up wide, open up wide. All right, and then pull them down towards you. Nice job, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my chair once more. And then we are going into a seated spinal twist, all right? That's seated spinal twist. Now, if you're new here and you haven't been, our seated spinal twist for demonstration is just going to help us stretch our back out a little bit. We're going to be doing this gently, but firmly, if you will. So with our seated spinal twist, we're just going to go ahead and take our opposite hand, turn to the side, reach that arm back, and go ahead and give it a nice little gentle stretch, all right? And we're just gonna hold that for about 10 seconds on each side. And we're going to do it 5 times per side. Because we don't just wanna stretch out one side and leave the other side not stretched out, be all lopsided. You don't want that. So we're just gonna go ahead, and again, for demonstration purposes, we'll reach back, roll the arm back, and then we're just going to hold that position, okay? Now you wanna make sure that you are sitting up straight when you do this. So you don't wanna be slouching, you don't wanna be bending backwards, trying to reach back. You wanna be seated in proper position and sitting up straight. So seated spinal twist, all right? Here we go. So let's go ahead and reach that left arm or right arm, whichever one you are using at the moment. Reach that back. Then reach your right arm back and go ahead and give that a nice little stretch. And we're going to hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it on back to center. Great job, great job. Now you got to go to the other side now because again, we don't want this to be uneven. So go ahead and situate yourself. Make sure your pelvis is on that chair where it's supposed to be, not too far forward, not too far back. You want good posture. So go ahead and throw that right arm back. Then go ahead and throw that left arm. And we're going to hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on back to center. So that's 1 on both sides. So we have 4 more. Ready? Let's do it. All right, so reach on back. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfection. That's 2 on that side, so make it even. Bring it on over. And hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it on back to center. So that's 2. Let's keep going. We have 3 more, so stay with me. If you need to take a break, though, don't hesitate. Breaks are for the strong because we know better. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it on over for number 3. Reach that arm back. And hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now let's go ahead and take that over to the other side. Bring it on in. Keep it going. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. So that was number 3. Now we're going in for 4 and 5. 2 more. Let's go ahead and tuck it in. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it back to center. Take a deep breath for me. Blow it on out. Deep breath one more time. Blow it on out. All right, let's go to the next side. So hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it back to center. Now we got one more. So 1 rep or repetition. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it on over. Last one, guys. Go ahead and stretch. Make sure you're sitting in the proper posture. Go ahead and stretch it on out. So in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Relax your shoulders. Awesome. All right, last side. Bring it on over. Hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it on back to center. Perfect, guys. Perfect. All right, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and get into is our seated half moon. So our seated half moon twist, all right? So that's what we're going to go ahead and get into next. Now go ahead and take just a couple of deep breaths. Thanks for throwing that up there, David. So let's go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths before we get into it. Remember, we want to still be breathing, so don't hold your breath when you're doing this. You don't want anyone passing out, all right? I see you over there. Stop it. All right, so here we go. Take a deep breath for me. Give your brain the oxygen it needs. And breathe out. One more big deep breath. And breathe out. All right, so seated half moon twist. So in our seated half moon twist, we're just gonna go ahead and make a nice T shape. And then as we are bending over, we're going to go ahead and have our palms down, and the side we're going to bend to, we're going to just lean over to the other side. Okay? So let's go ahead and do a demonstration. So we're going to go ahead and have our arms in a T position. We're going to turn the right palm towards the sky, and then we're just going to lean over, not so far that we're tipping or about to fall out of our chair, but just enough to where we feel that stretch in our lower back, and then our core, all right, because we're really going to be strengthening that core as we do this. And then we're just going to take it back to center, all right? Then we'll turn that right palm towards the ground and return the left palm skyward, and then we're going to lean to that side. Just enough where we feel that pinch and we have to use our tummy muscles. And then we'll bring it back to center, turn our left palm towards the ground, and that's how we do those seated half moon twists, all right? So we're going to do 5 of those on each side. All right, so are we ready? All right, let's do this. All right, so go ahead and make that T pose, that T pose. And we're gonna go ahead and turn our right palm towards the sky, keeping our left palm downwards. And we're just gonna lean just far enough to where we feel that stretch in our lower back and we feel our tummy muscles having to kick in, all right? Holding us up in proper position because we don't want to be leaning up, down, sideways, all that good stuff. So lean it on over. Bring it back to center. Turn that right palm towards the ground, that left palm skyward, and then go ahead and lean it over. Now bring it on back to center, left palm towards the ground. All right. Now if your arms are feeling a little weak, feel free to go ahead and make the T pose, but bending at the elbow, all right? So you're not putting as much weight or as much stagnant pressure on your arms. And feel free to just release that tension as well. Because we want to feel that stretch, but we don't want to hurt ourselves. That's important. All right, so go ahead and make that T pose for me. So that was number 1. So we have 4 more. Go ahead and turn that right palm towards the sky, left palm facing towards the ground. Go ahead and bend to your right, or whichever side you decided to start with. Take it on over. Bring it back to center, right palm towards the ground, left palm towards the sky. Take it on over. Great job, guys. Great job. Left palm towards the ground, right palm towards the sky. Take it on over. This is number 3. Back to center, right palm towards the ground, left palm towards the sky. Take it on over. Great job, guys. Go ahead and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. I know you're feeling it. We got 2 more, 2 more. All right, T pose. Go ahead and turn that right palm towards the sky. Lean it on over. Bring it on back, bring it on back. Right palm down, left palm up. Bring it on over. This is number 4. Hang in there. You got 1 more. Now bring it on back to center. All right, 1 more. Right palm towards the sky. Take it on over for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center, right palm down, left palm towards the sky. Take it on over for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it on back to center. Relax your shoulders. I know you're feeling it. Hang in there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get into our seated calf stretches, all right? So let me back up just a wee bit. So with our seated calf stretches, we're just going to go ahead and scooch to the edge of our chair, not so far forward that we're going to fall off. We just want to make a nice square between the back of our legs and the legs of the chair. All right, so we want to see, for those of you mathematicians out there, we want to see a nice 90-degree angle with your legs, okay? If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. Just make a nice square with the back of your legs and the legs of the chair. All right, so we're going to get into our seated calf stretches. And we're going to go ahead and come to the edge of our chair, again, not so far that we're about to fall off. And we're going to go ahead and stick our right foot out. So go ahead and leave your left foot planted on the ground, flat on the ground. And we want our right foot to be out. And we want to bring our big toe. So we kind of want to pull our big toe back towards our chest, okay? And you're going to start to feel a stretch as you're doing that. If it hurts, ease up a little. It's okay. We don't need to overdo it today. We're just going through the stretches. But we want to go ahead and bring that big toe back towards our chest. That's where we're going to start to feel that stretch. And if you want, you can go ahead and reach down towards that big toe, just so you can really start to feel that stretch in your upper thigh. If you want a little extra challenge, if you just want to do the calf stretches and you want to feel just that big toe coming towards you and feeling that stretch in your calf, that's okay too. Remember, we're not overdoing it. We're just relaxing and stretching a little bit, breaking out some of that tension in our bodies. And we're going to hold that for 15 seconds, all right? So let's go ahead and bring that big toe back towards our chest. We're going to hold that for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, perfection. Relax your leg, relax your foot. Go ahead and plant your right foot firmly on the ground, so flat on the earth. We're going to go ahead and extend our left leg, placing our heel on the earth. So the heel of our left foot on the earth. And we're going to pull that big toe back towards our chest. That's when we're going to start to feel that stretch. If you want an extra stretch, reach down towards that big toe. That's where you're going to feel it in your upper thigh as well. That's if you want a challenge. No biggie if you want to take it easy today. I'm with you. And we're just going to go ahead and hold that for 15 seconds. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, perfection, perfection, perfection. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into mountain pose, and then we're going to do some light cardio, because if we don't get that heart rate up, are we really exercising? No way. All right, so go ahead and sit right in the middle. So go ahead and just sit comfortably in your chair. We're going to head back into those mountain poses, all right? Remember, bend at the hips. Make sure that you are seated properly with your pelvis on the chair, heart over pelvis, head over heart. Mountain pose. And we're going to take it down for 5. So bend forward, keep that head up. We don't want to put that strain on that neck. And then bring it on up. That's number 1. Let's take it down. Bend at the hips. And then bring it on up. That's number 2. 3 more. Take it on down. And then bring it back up. Perfection, perfection. That is number 3. We have 2 more. Take it on down. Then bring it back up, bring it back up, bring it back up. I see you doing perfectly well. And then the last one, bring it on down. And then right back up, back up, back up, back up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this light cardio. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is march in place and do some jabs, all right? Now, for those of you who are seated, feel free to just lift your legs in a marching formation, a marching style, however you wish to word it. We want to go ahead and just lift those legs and go ahead and jab. For those of you who are up for standing, we're just going to go ahead and start by marching in place. Remember, we're going to get that heart rate up just a little bit. If you're seated, lift your legs in your chair. Getting that heart rate up and we're getting moving. Again, this is low intensity cardio, so we don't have to break a sweat. If you do break a sweat, that's okay. But we don't have to break a sweat or break out the weights or anything like that. Just gonna go ahead and march in place. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're gonna start jabbing. 2 and 1 and jab. And jab. Here we go. Remember, getting that heart rate up. Get those knees as high as you can. Don't overdo it. Keep it going. Remember to breathe. If you're holding your breath, stop it. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it on out. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, the next thing we're going to do is our side reach and tap. So our side to side reach and tap. And if you're seated in your chair, what you will do is you'll simply extend your leg forward and reach to the side, all right? So if I extend my right leg forward, I'm going to bend to the side, to the left, and then bring it back in. Bend, bend. And that's how we're going to go ahead and do that. If you are standing, then you will throw your right leg behind you and you reach your left arm out. And remember to keep your back as straight as possible. The reason being is because we don't want to hurt ourselves. All right, we want to keep that proper posture. Proper posture when exercising is so important. So again, if you're seated in your chair, you're just going to extend your leg out in front of you and reach to the side. If you are standing up, you're going to throw that leg behind you and reach to the side. This is when you're going to start to feel that stretch a little bit, all right? So we're going to do that 10 times. Ready? All right, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. And you know what? Because I'm so nice, I think we're gonna go ahead and do that again for another 10 times. Let's do it. So ready, set, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And breathe it on out. One more time. Hold it. And breathe out. All right, here we go into our modified jumping jacks. Same as before, if you're sitting in your chair, just go ahead and extend your leg forward and bend your arms up. And then bring it back. All right, and if you're standing up, all you'll do is reach out to the side. All right, great job, great job. So let's go ahead and get into our modified jumping jacks, okay? You don't have to lift your arms all the way up if you do not have that full range of motion. That's why we're gonna go ahead and stop right here at our shoulders. So half jacks or modified jumping jacks. I love it, David. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do that 10 times, okay? So if you're seated in your chair, you're just gonna extend your leg forward and bring your arms up, and then bring it on back. Extend forward and bring it on back. If you're standing up, you're just gonna stick that leg out to the side and bring it on back. Ready? Begin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do that 10 more times. We're getting in some extra exercise today, so let's go ahead and do it. And ready, set, begin. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect, guys. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now we're going to go ahead and balance on one leg. So for those of you who have problems getting on and off the curb, this is definitely going to help. When you have strength in both legs, then you won't topple over as much or feel a sense of unsteadiness or uneasiness as you're going up and down curbs or even stairs. So if you are seated in your chair, you're simply going to lift your leg a little bit off the ground, just enough where you feel the tension, but not so much where it hurts. All right, and you're just gonna hold that steady for 10 seconds. Now, if you're standing up with me, you can either hold on to the back of a chair and raise your leg, or you can place both arms in the air to kind of help you increase that balance, all right? So we increase that practice. Go ahead and raise those arms in the air and hold your leg up. Now, no matter where you are, start from where you are. Okay, so no matter where you are, start from your level. Okay, so if you need to take a seat in the chair, if you need to stand up, hold on to a chair, if you need to raise those arms up, that's perfectly fine. We're just gonna go ahead and balance on one leg for 10 seconds apiece. And that again is going to increase our balance when we're stepping on and off curbs, when we are stepping upstairs, or even if you have to step up to go into a house and it just has that little lip there, that little raised, elevated part of the house that you sometimes trip over. We're gonna go ahead and practice, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and balance on our leg. And we're gonna go ahead and lift our right leg up. We're gonna hold that for 10 seconds, guys. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Again, if you need to use the back of the chair, go ahead. Now we're going to go ahead and balance. We're going to lift our left leg up and we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. Remember, this is going to increase your balance, increase your ability to step on and off curves, going up and down stairs, things of that nature. So give this a go. And we're going to hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Go ahead and gently lay that leg down. All right. So now we're going to go into our posture stretch. So I need you to stand up as straight as you can. Palms facing outward. Going to go ahead and pull our shoulder blades together and then look up towards the sky. And you're going to feel that stretch in your upper back as well as in your neck, all right? That's where we tend to hold a lot of tension, so let's go. Palms facing forward, bring those shoulder blades together and look up towards the sky. Let's hold that for, let's do 15 seconds. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. Great job. So now we're going to go ahead and do our shoulder stretches. And with our shoulder stretches, we're just going to go ahead and bring our arm across our chest. Take our hand and gently place it on our elbow, and we're just going to press just a little bit, not so much that we're hurting ourselves. We're just going to press, and then at the same time, simultaneously reach our right arm or our left arm outwards. So we're just going to reach it just a little bit, and that's where you're going to start to feel that stretch in your shoulder. Remember, don't overdo it. Don't press too hard. We don't want to hurt ourselves, but we just want to feel a little bit of tension or stretch in our shoulder. All right, and we'll hold that for 15 seconds. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, gently release, gently release. All right, now same thing is we're going to bring the opposite arm that you didn't use the first time over. Cup your elbow, gently press and reach that arm out. All right, that's when you're going to start to feel that tension, that stretch. Reach it out, reach it out, reach it out. And hold that for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, gently release, gently release. All right, now we're going to get into some shoulder rolls. So let's do that 10 forward and 10 backwards. So we're going to go ahead and bring it forward. And then again, we'll do it backwards. All right, so give me 10 forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get into 10 backwards. So 1, 2, 3, remember to breathe, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, all right, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and take a seat in my chair once more. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do some single knee circles. All right. So single knee circles. That's what we're going to go ahead and do next. And that is really just going to help us to start to get ready to stretch out our thighs. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and lift our knee. We're going to cup our hands just below the back of our knee. We're going to lift our knee, or excuse me, lift our leg up off the floor. It could be 3 inches, 6 inches. It could be 1 inch. Really just as high as you can get it up off the floor, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're just going to go around in circles, bringing our knee up and around in circles. Just going ahead and flexing that joint a bit. And we're going to do that 5 times in each direction. So we'll take it 5 times to the right and 5 times to the left. And then I'll take you into our hip stretch for each leg. Because remember, we don't want to be lopsided. No, we don't. So let's go ahead and come just a little bit to the edge of our chairs if you need to. Gonna cup our hands at the back of our knee and lift that leg up as high off the ground as you can go. If you can't go very high, don't worry about it. This is just the beginning. And then we're gonna take it 5 times to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5 times to the right. Now we're going to bring it 5 times to the left. Ready? Begin. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do a little hip stretch on this leg, and then we'll do our single knee circle again for our other leg that we haven't used. If you started with your right leg like I did, then that'll be my left leg that we'll do next. But let's go ahead and take our right foot, place it on top, and let me scooch back just a little bit. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our right foot and place it on top of our left leg. And then just like we did in mountain pose, we're just gonna bend at the hips, keeping our face looking forward. So you need to see my eyeballs. And we're just gonna bring it on forward. And that's when we're gonna start to feel that stretch in our hips, all right? All right, so remember, place that foot over that left knee, much like you're kind of sitting cross-legged. Hands on your hips, bend at the waist, and we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and bend forward and hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and gently uncross our legs, place our right foot back on the floor, and let's go ahead and flex that hip joint. So go ahead and cup your hands under the back of your left knee or right knee, depending on which one you started with. Go to the one you haven't done yet. Cup your hands, cup your legs. We're gonna cup our hands underneath our left leg. Lift up that leg as high as we can get it off the ground. And then we're gonna take it 5 to the right and then 5 to the left. Let's begin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll notice the difference between your driving leg and the leg that you just kind of leave sitting off to the side. Let's go ahead and go to the left 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. All right, let's go ahead and do a hip stretch for this bad boy. So let's bring our left foot, sit it over our knee gently. Make sure it's not sitting on the knee because we're not trying to hurt that joint. We just want to sit it just a little behind that knee, okay? Don't want to hurt that joint. So if you can get it there, you're doing great. Hands on your hips. And then just like we did the last time, we're going to take it down for 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and bend forward. That's when you're going to start to feel that stretch. If bending too far forward hurts, remember to ease up a little. We want to feel the stretch, but we don't want to be in pain. Let's go ahead and bend at the waist as straight as possible. Face forward. And they're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just go ahead and bring it on back up. All right. And gently place that leg back down on the ground. We don't want to flank it because we don't want to hurt any of our joints, especially if you just got through having a flare-up from your arthritis or anything of that nature, or if you just haven't worked out in a while. We want to be gentle on our bodies. We only get one. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is our chair-assisted downward dog. So typically when we're doing yoga, if you have more dexterity, more flexibility, then we would simply flop out our mats and get into position. But we're going to use our chairs because no one's getting on the floor today, y'all. So we're just going to stand up behind our chairs, move these bad boys forward. If you're seated in your chair, then you can simply lift your arms up towards the sides of your head and then bend forward at the waist. Now, because we're standing, what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to grab the back of my chair, and then we're just going to slowly walk it on back into position, making sure our arms are straight, our back is straight, and our head is facing towards the ground. All right. So we want to make a nice flat surface with our arms and our head. Again, if you're seated in your chair, lift your arms on up and then just bend at the waist. you'll still receive the same stretch. All right. Now we're going to hold this one for 15 seconds. Ready? Let's do it. All right. So for those of us standing, we're just going to go ahead and grab onto the back of our chair. And we're just going to go ahead and walk it back. If you're seated, go ahead and take it down. Take it on down nice and slowly. We want our arms and our back to make a nice flat surface together. We're going to hold that for 15 seconds. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it back up slowly. If you're seated, bring it on up slowly. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do some neck stretches. Then we'll go into some arm circles. And then we'll be done for today. So let's do it. Neck stretches. Now remember, when you are stretching out your neck, you don't want to bring your ear all the way down to your shoulder. That's just going to cause you to have a nasty crick in your neck. And for those of you who don't know what a crick is, it's sort of like a cramp. We don't want any cramps in our neck today. So we're just going to gently bring our ear halfway towards our shoulder, just until you feel a nice little stretch on the other side of your neck. And again, we're doing neck stretches. And we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. And remember to breathe, all right? If you're holding your breath, stop it. So let's go ahead and bring that ear close to our shoulders, about halfway until you start to feel a stretch on the other side of your neck. And we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it up nice and slow. Now we're going to take it to the opposite side, guys. And hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are absolute perfection. Bring it back up to center. Make sure you have your pelvis seated perfectly in your chair. If you need to do your neutral spinal exercise one more time, rocking back and forth. Make sure you find your middle ground. Your heart is over your pelvis. Your head is over your heart. Sit it on up straight. Let's take our arms out into a T position. We're going to do our last exercise of the day and before we get into our breathing exercises. And with this bad boy, we're just going to do some arm circles. We're going to do 10 forward and 10 backwards. All right. So ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's take it on backwards. 1, 2, 3, nice and easy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're feeling it now. 9 and 10. Bring those arms on down, nice and easy. Do some shoulder rolls. Relax. Flex it on out. And let's do some deep breathing exercises. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Super simple, especially if you've been holding your breath this whole time. We want to go ahead and just breathe on in. And I want to see you make that face, all right? Make the pucker face, like. All right, so let's breathe it on in. And then pucker face, breathe it on out. Breathe it on in. Pucker face. One more deep breath. Deep one, deep one, deep one. Hold it. All right, now pucker face. All right. Thank you so much for joining us again for another week of exercises with Clemson Snap-ED. Take it away, David.
Hey guys, thanks so much for coming again. Leah, thank you for being here. Samantha, we missed you so much last week. I hope for the best for both of you guys. I hope we talk really, really soon. Thank you so much for taking time out of your days to be here.
Awesome, David. Well, again, thank you so much for having us, and we'll see you all next time.
All right, and just remember, guys, that's Clemson Snap-ED. We've got the words on the bottom of the screen now. Y'all have a fantastic day. We will see you next week.